Anyway,
well,
I need to,
also,
like, remember
this
how to
series,
read for a second.
This series is definitely going to be over before Dark Souls. How do you read?
Like that, duh.
Ooh.
So this little pillar that I'm standing by is actually a secret code. Feel free to Google Fez Tetramino code if you want to know how it works, because it's fucking hard to explain. Alternatively, keep watching this playthrough, because it will be explained by a place in the game later.
But it's not hard to explain. You've got, it was pointing out whether you have to push up, down, left, right, and then there was like an L going one way. That means you have to push the camera to the left or to the right. Like, that's how I figured it out.
Yeah, fair enough. And
like,
there's also a full square, which is A. There's also a room in the game that tells you every single input and what symbol it corresponds to. So, yeah.
And then there's also a room that allows you to read the reads.
Yeah, so there's not just one Tetramino code on the screen, though. That would be silly. Why would there only be one secret code on a fucking screen with a game full of stupid cryptic bullshit that's extremely hard to decipher? No, of course there are two.
That Phil Fish is a weird guy.
Oh, I already fucked it up.
Yep. Yes, you did. But now the viewers can probably see what we're talking about, because, yeah.
Hey, it's dark again.
Hey! It's nighttime now.
Alright, so also, before I even think about forgetting, let's fucking talk to this nerd, eh?
Oh yeah, there he is. I also
more
love
cryptic random bullshit.
I love that the owls have the success sound.
You know what? I'm gonna save this room for just a minute, because it's like my favorite room in the entire game. And we're gonna go down here instead.
A door.
Alright!
Oh, this shit.
So, this fucking thing is basically... This room is referred to as the security question room.
There's your security question up above.
Yep, this is the security question. It's two paragraphs. And it's pretty fucking complicated, but basically what it boils down to is the answer is Metatron, so now I need to spell that. And we're gonna just go ahead and do exactly that, if I can remember how to play the video game.
No, what you should do is throw it off the edge.
Yo, did I get it right already? I got it right already, except that it's not right because it's in the wrong place. Please be correct. Are you correct? You're correct. All right. We've got one.
What?
So these have to be positioned correctly on both of these views, basically, in order for it to count. And they also have to be the right letter facing this direction.
Yeah.
So, for example, this letter right here, this is already a T, but it's in the wrong spot. It needs to be over there. And now I can't lift up this, not an E. Alright, and that's an E. And now that I've done that, so now you're gonna see, like, this T is, like, actually kind of weirdly out of position right now. Because of the fucking bullshit that this game has.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to make sure basically that we never intersect the dimensions here. So I'm going to throw that one over there. And then I'm going to get over it and kind of get around here.
Ken, get over it.
With Bennett Foddy, yes. Alright, so now I need this to go there in space. No, not there. There. Alright. But it's the wrong letter now. Is that the correct letter? It is the correct letter. Okay. This is a pain in the ass, and this puzzle sucks. Oh, especially
whoa,
when you,
hey.
especially when you don't understand planes of existence and you get trapped between two cubes.
Yeah, when Gomez
Okay.
decides to go full singularity.
Yep.
I said
Alright, so
singularity.
now I need to kind of mess with these a little bit. This is going to be tricky, I think.
And then you've got fucking Dot,
There it
like,
is.
totally just zooming around, making noises. Get
Yeah,
down
Dot is a bitch. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this so that I know exactly what I'm doing here. So that's the A. Needs to be on this spot. And then in this spot here.
It is really weird watching you solve these puzzles this early.
Right? Isn't it?
Because I remember solving this puzzle like forever ago.
Okay, we've got a slight problem here. Okay, so this is also a T, so that's correct right now, but it's in the wrong place in space. And it's still in the wrong place in space, and there's still nothing I can do
It's
about
in
it.
the wrong space.
Yep, it's in the wrong space. Okay. So now, in theory... Okay, the A is in the correct space, but this one needs to go there. Okay, we've got Metat. Now we just need the Ron part. So this is already an N, it just needs to move. This is already an R, but it also needs to move. But this, on the other hand...
Somebody call Ron, because we need Ron. Ron.
Yep. Metatron.
Ron.
Alright, so there's the R on this plane. But it's wrong on that one. Of course it is. The O is correct on this plane, so let me just put the N into position here. Right there. So you see, like, this is what I'm saying. This is actually spelling Metatron right now, but it's not on this side. I mean, it wouldn't be anyway, but it's also, like, not in the correct... Yeah. I'm sure that at this point you understand what I'm fucking saying. Probably, maybe. Alright, we're gonna do a little trickery here.
Triggered.
First off, you need to go there. Good sir. Okay, so... This is now spelling Metatorn. I don't know if you noticed that, but the R moved.
Metatorn.
Yep. The R decided to go somewhere else. Okay. The R is now in the correct place.
And...
Now we need the O there.
Oh.
And now... Are you ready? Here it comes.
That was easy.
It's not right. Why is it
We
not
did
right?
it.
What did I do wrong?
What a story, Ken.
Actually, what did I do wrong?
I have no idea.
That's
I don't remember the alphabet anymore.
Metatron. Do these need to be facing a different fucking side from what I thought? Okay, I need to be facing a different side. Okay, anyway. So, this little thing right here is a cube, but it's not an anti-cube, and it's not a regular cube, it's called a heart cube. Dot doesn't even know what the fuck it is, because she's an idiot.
Container.
Yeah. So there's 3 of those in the game. They are the hardest and most cryptic and most annoying puzzles in the game to solve. One of them literally is so difficult that to this day we do not know how it was intentionally supposed to be solved, because we had to brute force it in order to find the solution.
Yep.
This is a bomb. It blows stuff up.
I even remember trying to, like, piece all that shit together. Because, I mean, it doesn't really seem like a spoiler. There's a certain point in the game that you get to where you get a new mechanic where you can see things.
That's
and
later.
In that room, you can see something on the ground. And I tried to piece it together. I'm like, look at all of this. This is how you get to the code. And then every time I tried to figure it out, I was like, no, that doesn't work. Maybe if I look at it from this perspective, no, that wouldn't equal the code either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna go have our fun in the best room in the game.
Yeah, this room's awesome. I love the music. I think the music's the best part.
Yup. Yo, we're stopping off here, though, for a second. And, say hello, first off, to this little thing right here. This means there's some shit in this room. This is what it means.
Oh, dude! This fucking blew my mind. Dude, that puzzle, I don't think it was that one specifically, but the first puzzle I ever solved was, I think, a tuning fork.
Yeah.
And, dude, I remember just freaking out and immediately, this was back when Skype was a thing, calling you on Skype and being like, dude, I just solved the greatest fucking puzzle on Fez. And it was actually, that probably wasn't the first puzzle, but it was just such a mind-blowing moment of just like,
yeah, for sure.
Shit, dude. Now I get this. Now I kind of get an idea for this game's logic, because the longer you play, the more you get into like the mindset, you know. And not to be confused with that. Not to be confused with that stupid fucking puzzle where you just wait on the clock. That puzzle is stupid, and I'm like, why is that even in this game?
Right, the clock is fucking stupid. I think just about anyone can agree.
I even have a screenshot on my Steam of me waiting for the clock because I had nothing better to do, so I uploaded a screenshot, and there's like riveting gameplay.
Yep.
Because that's.
I'm surprised you waited for the clock and didn't just change your system time.
What?
If you change the time on your computer, it just works, yeah.
Oh, I waited for the clock.
Alright, so... yeah, to explain... oh, this is the wrong cycle. To explain the way the clocks work... I could have gone on that cycle, I've just realized. Yeah. To explain... not the clocks. To explain the way tuning forks work, they have both a sound cue and a a motion cue, as it were. I'm an idiot.
he's focused, so he's gonna explain it
Yeah.
in a minute.
Sorry, that part is a little bit annoying. So,
Yeah.
in order to understand tuning forks, like, basically, this game was originally intended to be played on a controller-based system.
Mhm.
And because it was made to be on a controller, tuning forks vibrate the left and right motors of the controller independently in the sequence that you're supposed to do the scene shifts. But, of course, it also does the sound in the left and right ears on stereo sound, so even if you don't have vibration enabled or whatever, you can still
figure it
experience
out.
tuning fork. Alright, so this is a warp gate. I would not like to use this, but I have no other way of getting back, so...
Yay! That's gonna take us back to the cube trees.
Yeah, it's gonna take us back to the cube trees, which is shitty, because I still want to be at Frogface Land. But on the plus side, I can pick up these fragments here.
I'm happy that you knew that, because I had no fucking idea, because I never played this on a controller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's one of the coolest parts of the game, in my opinion.
I loved it too. I freaked the fuck out when I first solved that puzzle. I was like, "Oh my god, this game is amazing!" And I remember like immediately thinking of, dude, I haven't felt this sort of like, you know, amazement from a puzzle since like fucking, you know, Zelda.
Yeah.
Like Zelda had that kind of thing where you just feel super amazed by a puzzle because it was so well thought out and it took you a moment, but it wasn't exactly frustrating either. It was kind of just like you were like a very curious type of feeling. Oh, you got blowed up.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Where you're not so much
room...
irritated at the puzzle, but you're curious about the puzzle, which I love that.
Yeah. So this room right here was the bane of my existence on sequential playthroughs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go into more detail on that in just a moment here. Because first, boy, I got some shards to collect. And more importantly, I got this big yellow thing to collect. Or I've got this big yellow thing to fall partway through collecting. Got it. Look, it's a regular cube. And I didn't even need to collect fucking dumb fragment bullshit to get it. Anyway.
Quarter.